I am very happy to be in a temporary chairman of this session. I am very happy to introduce our guest, Mr. Yogida Swaminathan, one of the popular green minister from Mauritius. It's always evergreen. Whenever I visit to Mauritius, it's always very hospitable and friendly and helpful minister. I met several occasions in Mauritius as well as in Chennai, as well as in other part of Tamil Nadu. It's always a positive approach for anything and everything. I requested many times to start a Tamil channel or a South Indian channel in Mauritius for the benefit of Tamil community in Mauritius. You know, the Mauritius is our forefathers settled in big number. Now the oldest community of Mauritius, our Tamil community, even though we are not dominating community, we are also very important community in Mauritius. Mauritius have a different channels, private channel, government channel, many other things, because Mr. Yogida Swaminathan can play a very major role to bring one Tamil private television channel and one FM channel for the benefit of our community, especially the Murugan temple, Mariamman temple, many other temples established by our Tamil people in Mauritius. They have a big networking. They can get a devotional songs, devotional message also through FM as well as television. Our participation, Minister participation in this session is very, very important because his portfolio is that. He's in charge for the computer, information technology, innovative projects, FM stations, televisions, many other things. So he can play a very major role to development of Tamils and Tamil language in Mauritius. And also if anybody have an investment, they can invest money to start educational institutions, especially computer institutions or training institution on computer in Mauritius. I am very happy to invite our Honorable Minister, Mr. Swaminathan, to give his inaugural speech.
Thank you, Dr. Sampath. So first of all, I would like to congratulate the team of the Madras Development Society for organizing this event, where we are having the opportunity, first of all, to share our experience and also the progress of the Tamil community around the world. Tamil has been exported all around the world, and we are changing the world wherever we are. So that be in the US, in the UK, in France, in Mauritius, anywhere in the world, you can see that the Tamil community they have left their print there. And even in Mauritius, we were one of the first Indian immigrants in Mauritius. We came in 1725 with the French government at that time. And our ancestors, they played a major role in building the capital of Port Louis itself and Mayberg. And when we look at Pondicherry, Pondicherry is the exact replica, or Mayberg is the exact replica of Pondicherry. So we have close connection. We speak French in Mauritius, we speak English. Unfortunately, we've lost the Tamil language, despite some of the inhabitants still speak the language. But now we are trying to catch up through our speaking union and the Tamil Cultural Center Trust and the Mauritius Tamil Temple Federation. In terms of culture, Mauritius has got the opportunity to preserve that culture. And I can say that in Mauritius itself, the culture is still vibrant. And all the religious ceremonies are celebrated every year. So that be Taipusam Kavedi, Sitre Kavedi, Kartigay, Pongal, all these celebrations, Diwali, are being celebrated grandiose in Mauritius. And Diwali is a public holiday, and Taipusam Kavedi is a public holiday as well. So, yes, this is a brief overview of Mauritius, which got independence 50 years back. It was a Dutch colony, then became a French colony, then became a British colony. Then we got independence in 1968, and we just celebrated our 50 years of independence. So now I will go back to my subject so that we don't waste much of our time. We're already late. So let me, as I've mentioned before, I'm now the Minister of Technology, Communication and Innovation in Mauritius. This is the new ministry, which was set up in 2003. Long ago, it was the Ministry of Information, Technology and Communication. Then when the Prime Minister became minister in 2015, he took that portfolio and he had the ministry changed to become Technology, Communication and Innovation, because we believe that if we give our young people the motivation to come up with new products with innovation, this is the way forward for the next century. And then when the Prime Minister became Prime Minister in 2017, and I took over as the new Minister of Technology, Communication and Innovation. Before that, I was the Minister of Youth and Sports. So before going into depth, I will give you an outview. I will give you an outset of how Mauritius is actually faring on its transformative journey. I use the term transformative because as a small island, we are bound to always go to an extra mile to stay in touch with bigger countries, and readjusting our strategies is a constant for a country like mine. As you may already know, Mauritius is celebrating this year its 50th anniversary of independence. It gained independence in 1968, and it has traveled a challenging development path, from a third world country to join the bandwagon of an upper middle income nation. 50 years ago, Mauritius had a per capita income of around 200 USD. It was then considered a low-income country, even branded by some as a backward monocrop economy. We used to depend on preferential tariff for the sugar we produce. Today, after successful industrialization, policies in the 1980s, the boom of the tourism industry in the 90s, and the advent of the BPO and financial sector services after the millennium change, my country has gradually climbed the income ladder. In 2016, based on the World Bank measure of GNI, the gross national income, Mauritius had a per capita income of 9,770 USD and has thus reached 80% of the way to becoming a high-income economy compared to 27% only in 1987. The government of Mauritius clearly does not want to dwell on this achievement. We want to do even more and better. Our Prime Minister, Honorable Pravin Jagnnath, is gearing us to another level by introducing measures to fulfill the Agenda Vision 2030. This vision is another exciting transformative journey about sustained progress in all aspects of life, extending beyond mere economic growth and high-income capita to social, cultural, infrastructural, institutional, and environmental development as well. As a matter of fact, there are 4 main metrics by which we will gauge our progress on that vision. The per capita GNI as measured by World Bank, the Human Development Index, HDI, of the UNDP, the headway we make on modernity, and the sustainability of our development. Hence, Vision 2030 is about maintaining the pace of progress so that Mauritius can join the league of high-income countries by 2023 with a per capita GNI of 13,550 USD and firmly anchor our island as a rising income path to a GNI of some 19,000 USD by 2030. Ladies and gentlemen, let me now come to the main component of my intervention. First of all, apart from the advantages that Mauritius holds as a safe country, low tax regime, 15% corporate tax, and the existence of several double tax avoidance agreements with African countries, 19 in all as at today, the country presents a lot of plus points for investment in the ICT sector. My ministry is responsible of the ICT sector in Mauritius, a sector which contributed to around 5.6% to GDP and employed 23,000 persons in 2017. Much of the sector's activity is concentrated at our cyber city at Eben, something which we realized with the help of the Indian government. As a matter of fact, in 2003, there was only one cyber tower built in the middle of sugarcane field. I'm glad to announce that this cyber tower has been recently renamed the Atal Bihari Vajpayee Tower, after the passing away of one of your most illustrious prime ministers. Today, the cyber city hosts around 30 skyscrapers, in which there are BPOs, bank, government bodies, and my ministry itself. And actually, as this is the place to be, the Indian High Commission will soon be inaugurating its new headquarters there. Dear participants, according to international ranking in 2017-18, Mauritius is the top African country in several ICT performance indicators, like the Global Competitiveness Index, the Global Cybersecurity Index, where we are 6th worldwide, and the ICT Development Index. Furthermore, our ICT policies are geared towards bolstering growth, value addition, and innovation through various schemes and projects. My intervention, therefore, shall go across all the measures introduced by my government so as to boost opportunities in the IT sector. Thanks to the pervasiveness of technology in all spheres of our economy over the last few decades, we have seen enormous growth in our activities recently. The world has become a global village, and we cannot afford to lag behind. If we want to be competitive on the global market, we need to look beyond our shores to expand our services, and also craft the ideal environment to attract experts and investors from abroad. Businesses from different sectors are all rethinking their digital strategies, and the government of Mauritius, through my ministry, is well aware that as we move forward a service and knowledge-driven economy, we recognize the importance and potential of adopting new technologies matched with infrastructure. One major area of focus is to make sure that we have a critical mass of competent software developers, skilled in the latest mobile and web development techniques, and capable of finding efficient and cost-effective software solutions to existing problems. We want to attract the best software developers from abroad to come to Mauritius to set up their own companies or to join existing organizations. I believe that harnessing the power of key poles, such as mobile apps, cloud computing, data analytics, social media, will transform entire industries and empower customers in new ways. As we can all witness, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, blockchain, machine learning, automation are quickly revolutionizing our digital business models, and it is essential for all of us to be ready. Moreover, our Prime Minister has given his vision of a digital society as the impetus for a high-income economy. To meet that target and to realize the dream, my ministry and all stakeholders from the public and private sectors are actively working on a strategic paper, namely Digital Mauritius 2030, which will be presented soon. This strategic plan will cover 5 main pillars, namely the ICT infrastructure, e-government and business facilitation, talent management, cybersecurity, innovation, and emerging technologies. First of all, the IT infrastructure. As regards to our telecom infrastructure, we have moved at a tremendous pace from the first 1G mobile network in 1989 to our present 4G and WiMAX mobile communication. The country is ripe to emerge as a base for going on the vast African market. Provision of services to the region demands good connectivity. Here too, more submarine cables, namely IOX and METIS, will be operational by end 2019 and will supplement the existing 2 cables, SAFE and Lion 2 cables. The cable's capacity will be in excess of 50 TBS, terabits per second. This is ideal for provision of services from Mauritius, including data center and data recovery services. Moreover, the island is fully cabled with fiber optics. FTTH, fiber to home, coverage is 100%. This gives you freedom to locate your business anywhere on the island. The growth rate of the ICT sector stood at 4.4% in 2017. 98.7% of Mauritians had an internet subscription at the end of 2017. Broadband penetration stood at 78.4%. the mobile penetration rate stood at 145.5%, proof that there are more mobile phones in Mauritius than people. Secondly, the digitalization of government services has started since 1990s. This process has gathered steam over the years. As at date, Mauritius is ranked first in Africa in the United Nations E-Government Index 2018. This serves as a testimony of the progress made on the Smart Mauritius and Vision 2030 agenda. In order to position Mauritius at the forefront of technology, while aligning with government's ambition of a fully fledged digital economy, the following projects have been proposed in the last two budgetary exercises: the Info Highway and data sharing. The Info Highway provides a platform for sharing of data among government agencies in the delivery of services. This platform aims to improve the turnaround availability time of up-to-date information for government agencies for their business needs, all in a secured environment, and thereby avoiding the need to keep redundant and inconsistent data in discrete silos. As at to date, more than 320 e-services are being utilized through the Info Highway, and this project has been awarded champion status in the e-government category at the last WISE's World Summit on Information Society held in Geneva. Mobile apps, government aims at improving the quality of life of citizens with innovative and modern technologies. In line with this objective, an electronic platform has been set up to allow the quick and consistent deployment of mobile apps. Among the 11 mobile apps earmarked for implementation, with a view to democratize access to information and government services for citizens we have: SearchGov for government information services, Smart Traffic for the Mauritius Police Force, the Emergency Alert System for the National Disaster Risk Reduction Management Center, the Family Welfare for the Ministry of Gender, Child Development and Family Welfare, Consumer Rights for the Ministry of Industry, Commerce and Consumer Protection. As you can see, the digital transformation of our government services is well on track. In addition to that, and recognizing that government should set the tone in providing e-services to its citizens, we have launched 100 of new e-services to complement the existing ones. The e-services contribute to the vision of the government for an effective delivery of public services. Ladies and gentlemen, I now come to a very important point: security. At the same time that new technologies are introduced, cybersecurity has become an important matter on which we need to stress a lot. Securing our transaction is a must. Cybersecurity and cybercrime are the new topics of the time, and there also Mauritius has made a lot of progress. Our country is well positioned in 6th position on the Global Cybersecurity Index compiled by the ITU. Fighting cyber criminality is very high on the agenda of government. This is why Mauritius has signed the Budapest Convention in 2013. And this year, the country has joined the African Union Convention on Cybersecurity and Data Protection. Subsequently, my ministry recently came up with the Mauritian Cybercrime Online Reporting System, the MOCOS, a platform where complaints related to fake news, impersonation, and cyber attacks can be registered. This, ladies and gentlemen, leads me to the data protection. My ministry has brought the new Data Protection Act to Parliament in December 2017 and was proclaimed in January 2018. This new act takes on both the latest development in terms of best practices in the area of data protection and also covers the new European Union General Data Protection Rules, the GDPR. Mauritius is in fact one of the first countries in the world to enact this new rule. With a growing momentum in the outsourcing business, Mauritius needed to position itself as a destination of excellence for BPO activities. In this context, a strong and appropriate legal framework was crucial to ensure secure transfer of personal data from Europe to Mauritius. We certainly think that such a law can be a game changer in protecting the individual rights of Mauritians concerning their personal data and making the ICT sector the main pillar of our economy in the coming years. On a concluding note, I would like to mention the efforts made by the Mauritian government towards the preparing for the future. I sincerely think that equipping the younger generation with tools that are used to harness technology is the most important aspect of a country's strategy. Hence, the National Skills Development Program will cater for the training of 3,000 of our youth. Additionally, the National Apprenticeship Program will target 3,500 young people. Graduates under the SME employment scheme will be given a stipend of 14,000 rupees over a period of 2 years. This will give the opportunity to SMEs to employ IT people to drive the digital transformation, which is so critical for competitiveness today. In recent months, my ministry has come up with a digital youth engagement program, whereby more than 1,000 students have been initiated to coding. This program is in line with the new paradigm in course in our education sector, where we focus more on assuring the holistic development of our children. At the same time, my ministry also introduced robotics training during school holidays, a project done in collaboration with the Indian firm Sky-Fi Labs. We hope that such an initiatives help us increase the younger generation interest in STEM, the science, technology, engineering, and math subjects. We have also launched an app factory in collaboration with Microsoft. It will give developers in Mauritius the skills and experience to build their careers as software artisans. This aligns directly to our mission to empower businesses and industries to achieve more through digital transformation. My government has also introduced an innovation box regime for intellectual property assets, which are developed in Mauritius. New companies involved in innovation-driven activities will benefit for a tax holiday of 8 years on the income derived from the totality of intellectual property assets. As you can see, Mauritius is actually a land of opportunities for anyone who wants to operate in the IT sector. The incentives and the right environment for business are there. Most importantly, we are eager to learn more from abroad and from those who wish to come and share the expertise with us. Technologies in this sector are only enablers. Thus, potential investors may discover some interest in developing and operating in other sectors. Mauritius will therefore be glad and most eager to welcome all those who wish to be part of our transformative journey. Now I will say a few words on the film industry, since this session was for the technology and film industry. So for all the filmmakers in India, where you know this is the land of producing top movies, the government has taken the initiative to give 30 to 40% rebate on shooting in Mauritius. You get rebate on future films for a minimum budget of 100,000 USD. Full assistance is given by the MFDC, which is the Mauritius Film Development Corporation, and the EDB, which is the Economic Development Board. We have shooting equipments available in Mauritius. Trained artists and technicians are also available. To shoot, there's a quick procedure, and most of the public locations are free in Mauritius. At presently, when I'm talking, Prabhudeva is shooting Devi 2 in Mauritius. So on this note, I would like to thank you for your attention and looking forward to see you in Mauritius. Thank you.
Thanks, the Honorable Minister. You've given a wonderful speech about your various ministerial activities and what is going on in Mauritius and how you can do many things for the innovative and communications and information technology. Also, I given some proposals that is also you must look into in future. And I'm very happy to introduce our Honorable Deputy Speaker. Honorable Deputy Speaker, Mr. V.P. Sivakolundu, is one of the main reason to bring this conference in Pondicherry. இந்த மாநாடு பாண்டிச்சேரியில் வருவதற்கு முக்கிய காரணமாக இருந்தவர் திரு மாண்புமிகு சிவக்கொழுந்தவர்கள் சென்ற மாநாடு டர்பனில் நடைபெற்ற போது அதற்கு வருகை தந்தார்கள். அந்த மாநாட்டினுடைய தொடக்க விழாவிலும் முடிவு விழாவிலும் 2 விழாவிலும் கலந்து கொண்டார். அப்படி கலந்து கொண்ட போது 3 நாட்கள் நடைபெற்ற போது எப்போதும் இந்த மாநாடு ஒரு ஆண்டு இந்தியாவிலும் ஒரு ஆண்டு வெளிநாட்டிலும் நடைபெறும். இந்த ஆண்டு இந்தியாவில் நடைபெற்றால் அடுத்த ஆண்டு வெளிநாட்டில் நடைபெறும். அப்படி தான் இந்த மாநாட்டை நாங்கள் நடத்தி வருகிறோம். அந்த அடிப்படையில் டர்பனில் நடந்த பிறகு இந்தியாவில் நடத்த வேண்டும் என்று நினைத்த போது நமக்கு தமிழ்நாட்டிற்கு அடுத்தபடியாக இருக்கிற ஒரு மாநிலம், தமிழ் மாநிலம் பாண்டிச்சேரி, அங்கே நடத்த வேண்டும் என்று நினைத்த போது நடத்தி கொடுக்கிறேன், நடத்துவோம் என்று சொல்லி அதற்கான அச்சாரத்தை போட்டு இன்றைக்கு இவ்வளோ பெரிய மாநாடாக அமைந்ததற்கு முழு காரணம் திரு சிவக்குழுந்து அவர்களை பாராட்டுவதற்கு அனைவரும் அவரை வருக என்று வரவேற்கின்றேன். அவர் இந்த அமர்வுக்கு தலைமையேற்று நடத்தி கொடுக்குமாறு அனைவரின் சார்பிலே நான் கேட்டுக்கொள்கிறேன். இப்பொழுது அவர் இந்த அவையை நடத்துவார். அவரின் சார்பில் இந்த காம்பியர் ஒவ்வொருடைய பெயரையும் அவ்வப்போது அறிவிப்பார். முதலில் அவர் திரு சிவக்குழுந்து அவர்கள் அவருடைய தலைமை உரையாற்றுவார்கள்.